Did you know that there are people who lived more than 100 years thanks to their hobbies? Yes, it wasn't because of a miracle diet or privileged genetics. It was because of the little things they did every day, with intention, passion, and routine. And best of all, you can do it too. In Japan, a doctor named Shigeaki Hinohara lived to 105. But what's surprising isn't just his age. He gave lectures until he was 103, wrote books, and walked every day as if he were 40. While many retire, he remained active as if he were just beginning his life. In Spain, Concha García Zaera, a woman who never attended art school, became famous on social media at 90 years old. How did she do it? By drawing with paint. Yes, that program that comes installed on every computer. His talent, perseverance, and joy in creating earned him thousands of followers. And in Italy, Emma Morano was the last living person from the 19th century. She died at the age of 117, and for most of her life, she sang traditional songs, cooked dishes from her childhood, and wrote letters by hand. She didn't speak of routine, but of rituals that gave meaning to each day. What did these three extraordinary people have in common? They had meaningful hobbies that kept their minds and bodies active. Today you'll discover the 6 most common hobbies among those who've lived past 90. The last one will surprise you. Stay until the end. Before continuing, if this type of content interests you and you want more videos about longevity, health, and habits that really change lives, subscribe to the channel now and like this video. Your support allows us to continue creating valuable content like this. Let's go on this journey together. In September 2023, the prestigious scientific journal Nature Medicine published a study that analyzed the impact of hobbies on people over 65 in 16 countries. The research included thousands of participants and yielded powerful conclusions. Having a hobby improves mental health, reduces depressive symptoms, and increases overall happiness. But what's most interesting is that these benefits were independent of socioeconomic status, education, or even country of origin. Which meant that anyone, no matter where they live or how much they earn, can improve their quality of life by incorporating daily hobbies. The study found that those who consistently pursued a hobby had higher levels of personal satisfaction, fewer doctor visits, and better perceptions of their overall well-being. They were also found to have a longer life expectancy than those who didn't pursue a hobby. This scientifically validates what so many centenarians have experienced firsthand. Hobbies aren't just distractions. They're tools for health, longevity, and purpose. It's not just about living longer, but about living better, with joy and fulfillment. And that path often begins with a small hobby. Hobby number 1, walking or moving daily. Walking is one of the simplest and most powerful habits shared by many elderly people. Shigeaki Hinohara, over 100 years old, avoided elevators and preferred to take the stairs. He did it not as an exercise, but as a part of his daily life. And that's key. It wasn't about training, but about living in motion. Walking improves circulation, strengthens the heart, regulates blood pressure, stabilizes blood sugar, and reduces stress. But it also has a profound impact on the mind. Studies have shown that walking at least 30 minutes a day can reduce the risk of developing dementia by up to 40%. Emma Morano also walked around her house every day. She didn't need to run marathons, moving was enough to maintain her vitality. The key is consistency. Many people over 90 don't spend hours in a gym, but they do maintain a physically active lifestyle. They walk their dog, take care of their plants, climb stairs, dance at home, or simply don't spend all day sitting down. Moving is their norm. Walking releases endorphins, clears the mind, and connects you with your surroundings. It's cheap, accessible, and can be done anywhere. If there's one habit that can radically change your life effortlessly, it's this one. Start with 10 minutes a day. Then gradually increase. And if you can do it in the sun or in nature, even better. Your body and mind will thank you. Hobby number 2, crafts and handicrafts. art isn't just hung in museums. In many homes of elderly people, it's found in tapestries, embroidery, wooden figures, and handmade paintings. Crafts aren't just entertaining, they're a powerful way to keep your mind active, boost coordination, and reduce stress. Concha Garcia's Zaera is the perfect example. At 90 years old, she went viral on the internet for her illustrations created with Microsoft Paint. What began as a way to pass the time became an art form recognized by thousands of people around the world. But beyond the likes, art gave him calm, focus, and joy. Crafts require patience, attention to detail, and creativity. They're a form of active meditation. They force you to be present. Whether knitting, painting, wood carving, sewing, making pottery, or putting together puzzles, these activities exercise the brain, especially areas related to memory and focus. They also generate a sense of accomplishment. Finishing a handmade piece, no matter how small, boosts self-esteem. And if shared with others, it strengthens social bonds. You don't need to be an artist to get started. You just need the desire to create. And when your mind is creating, it doesn't age. Active hands keep the brain awake. And that connection is more powerful than you imagine. Today you could start with something simple. A drawing. A collage. A piece of embroidery. The important thing is to create with your hands and with your heart. Hobby number 3, board games and mental hobbies. While many people think games are just for kids, older adults over 90 know something different. Board games, crossword puzzles, Sudoku, and jigsaw puzzles aren't just entertaining, they save brain cells. Several studies have shown that frequent mental hobbies reduce the risk of cognitive decline, strengthen memory, and improve mental agility. This is because these activities activate different areas of the brain, such as the frontal lobe and the hippocampus, key regions in information processing and emotional control. Many centenarians report that they never stopped working their minds. Whether playing chess, cards, dominoes, or solving crossword puzzles, these activities help them maintain focus, reasoning, and memory. Board games also have another incredible power: social power. Getting together with friends, laughing, sharing stories, or even engaging in healthy competition releases dopamine, a hormone that improves mood and combats loneliness. In many cultures, grandparents are remembered for playing dominoes in the square or doing crossword puzzles in the newspaper every morning. And that's no coincidence. It's part of a formula that, unwittingly, promotes longevity. If you want to keep your mind sharp, pick a game. Make it part of your routine. And if you can play with someone, even better. Because the brain, like any muscle, gets stronger with use. And playing is one of the most fun ways to exercise it. Hobby number 4, take care of the garden or orchard. You don't need acres of land to enjoy the benefits of gardening. A pot, a sunny window, or a small patio are all that's needed. People who live past 90 often have a close relationship with nature, and often, that connection blossoms, literally, in their own homes. Tending to a garden or orchard is not only relaxing, it's also a form of moderate physical activity, a sensory connection with the earth, and the creation of a beautiful and nurturing environment. Planting, watering, pruning, observing growth, every step is therapeutic. In Okinawa, Japan, one of the regions with the most centenarians in the world, many older people grow their own vegetables. They do so not out of necessity, but by choice. They say plants give them a reason to get up every day. And that's incredibly powerful. Having a reason every day, even if it seems small, lengthens your life. In addition, gardening reduces stress, improves immune function, and increases serotonin, the happiness hormone. And if it's an edible garden, it also provides fresh, healthy food, closing the circle of well-being. Another advantage is that it can be practiced alone or with someone else, and it doesn't require much investment. Just patience, care, and perseverance. Contact with nature is a silent medicine. And when you cultivate it yourself, that medicine multiplies. It's not just planting a seed, it's planting hope, purpose, and joy. If you have a free spot, turn it into life. Your body and mind will notice. Hobby number 5, dancing, singing or playing music. Music is a universal language, but also an invisible medicine. Many people over 90 agree that singing, dancing, or even simply listening to music has been a key part of their vitality. Emma Morano, the Italian woman who lived to 117, sang traditional songs almost every day. She said the music connected her to her childhood, helped her remember happy moments, and lifted her spirits when she was alone. Dancing and singing not only generate joy. They activate areas of the brain related to coordination, memory, language, and emotion. They also improve oxygenation of the body, strengthen the lungs and heart, and help release accumulated tension. Even older people suffering from neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's have shown positive responses to listening to songs from their youth. Music has a power that goes beyond the rational, it reaches the soul. Playing an instrument is also a powerful way to maintain mental agility and fine motor skills. It doesn't matter if you're not a pro. Learning a simple melody on the guitar, keyboard, or even the flute can be deeply rewarding. And dancing is freedom. You don't need a dance floor. A hallway, your living room, or the kitchen will do. The important thing is to let your body express itself. Music doesn't just lengthen life, it fills it with meaning. So turn up the volume and let your body and heart move. There's no age to do it. Hobby number 6, reading and writing. And we come to the hobby that we left for last because it is, perhaps, the most powerful of all. Reading stimulates the brain like nothing else. It transports, connects, activates the imagination, and strengthens memory. Studies have shown that those who read frequently have a lower risk of cognitive decline and a better emotional quality of life. But if reading is absorbing wisdom, writing is processing and transforming it. Many older people write diaries, letters, memoirs, or simply jot down their thoughts. This seemingly simple act has profound benefits. It structures thinking, organizes emotions, and allows us to see life from another perspective. Shigeaki Hinohara wrote several books after turning 100. He said writing helped him stay focused, curious, and grateful. He didn't do it for fame, but out of inner need. It was his way of meditating. Writing doesn't require being a writer. Simply write down what you feel, what you experience today, or what you hope for tomorrow. Reading and writing are windows into oneself, and when an older person opens them, their soul breathes. This hobby doesn't just give you longevity. It gives you depth. If you've made it this far, you already know that the key to a long and happy life isn't hidden secrets or chance. It's in those daily habits that seem simple, but hide magic. Walking. Creating with your hands. Playing. Caring for plants. Dancing. Reading. Writing. All these hobbies aren't just pastimes. They're acts of resistance against the passage of time. They're ways of saying to life, I still have something to give. If you know someone older, encourage them to take up their favorite hobby again. And if you don't have one yet, now's the best time to start. And you? Which of these hobbies do you already practice? Which one would you like to incorporate into your life? Tell me in the comments. I'd love to hear them. And if this video got you thinking, subscribe to the channel, give it a like, and share it with someone you want to see live many years of quality. Because it's not just about adding years, it's about adding life to the years. Together, we'll build a longer-lived, more active, and happier community. Thank you for joining me. Take care of yourself, keep your mind active, and remember, every day is a new opportunity to live with purpose. See you in the next video.